Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Divine. You are entering a new zone. It's a new area. I was also getting the vibe of like ascending to a higher dimension, because that's really what it is. But from a 3D perspective, it's going to feel like entering a new zone. I was seeing, as I was getting the cards ready, like a work zone. You've been in a work zone. There was noise outside. Somebody was like using a saw or something. It's like you've been doing work. You've been doing work. And that work has elevated you to a new dimension. So this new zone that you're going into, we're going to tap in and see what that's bringing, what that entails, the blessings that are flowing to you, anything that needs to be known or clarified about this accomplishment, because it is a huge accomplishment. Divine says that this was an option. It wasn't something that had to happen. You made it happen because of a series of very solid, very wise choices that you made. And you have manifested this change. So thank you, Spirit, for bringing through guidance for this beautiful being, whatever guidance it is that they need to be aware of or reminded of, what needs to be clarified. Thank you, Divine. What's coming through? Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? So there's leadership that's on your path now. And I'm hearing that you're ready for it. You may have had doubts. With this priestess energy, that's your divine feminine. That's your intuition. That's your connection to spirit. And that's your ability to allow spirit to flow through you. A lot of beings who are sensitive enough to be in tune with this energy, I'm hearing a lot of times they allow opportunities to pass them by, just like that truck just passed by, because of a feeling of doubt, doubting whether or not they're ready for something, doubting whether or not they can handle something. Because what I'm getting is that you are so in tune with spirit, but sometimes this 3D, this matrix, it just is like, no thank you. Yeah. It's the minutia. It's the everyday tasks, the things that we encounter when we're doing. You are so gifted at just being. You're so gifted at allowing spirit, that energy, to flow through you. And that's where you really feel at home. You're at home with spirit. So when you're moving forward with the manifestation of something in the 3D, sometimes there are things that you might encounter, like obstacles or opposition. And you're just like, I just want to be with spirit. I don't even want to be dealing with this matrix stuff, because you see beyond it. But there's something that's aligning for you. I'm getting that this is an opportunity, whatever zone this is that you're experiencing now, that you're entering into, that you've earned passage to, okay? You've earned entry to this zone. I just saw 444 on the timer. You are divinely protected. There was an opportunity in the past, a point in time in the past where you may have attempted this same energy, this same opportunity, whatever it is that awaits you right now. But something happened. There was an interruption. I'm hearing someone intercepted something. Someone presented an obstacle. But there are no obstacles at this point in time. And whatever work it is that you've done between that time and now, you've earned a level of protection. You have manifested a level of protection that is divine, where you cannot be stopped. This is because you remain aligned. Also, you're open to receive. There's something that you're going to receive. It's a blessing. It's something that can't be understood with the human mind, with the mind, because it's 100% divine. This is something that's coming from the ethers. And it's going to seem to just appear in this 3D. And you're going to be like, what? Where did that come from? It came from the divine, and it's a result of you being you. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. They're leading me to this deck. Okay. What clarity is coming through for this beautiful being, Spirit? What clarity is coming through? Super Dodger. School of Hard Knocks. Invasive interest. Ooh, a spotlight you didn't ask for. There could have been a time where... Okay, I'm getting that with this Super Dodger card, there was a time where you stepped up to a role or responsibility. And it was something about allowing your gifts to flow through you. It's something that you have felt drawn to do. You know that it's for you to do. But there's somebody who was like, you know, like with dodgeball, there's somebody who was attacking you. They wanted you to dodge your spiritual responsibilities. And they were attacking you. It's almost as if like, I'm seeing a team of people, and then there's your team. Now your team could have consisted of your spirit allies. It could have been anyone that was close to you at that time, or that you may still be close to or close with. But there were people who chose to oppose you. And it's like they all started throwing the balls at you. You know, because at dodgeball, it's like one person will go after this person and another person will go after this person. But it's like everybody on that team was focused on you. This could have been in a work environment, a community, a family home, or a family situation, I'm hearing. A family environment. So maybe a neighborhood where there were other family members that lived there, okay? I just saw 855. There was conflict that you felt like was going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever. So that opposition that you were facing, you may have felt like it was going to never end. That was the challenge, though. The question was, while experiencing this opposition, are you still going to remain faithful to what is right for you, what you're meant to do, what you're meant to do? So this was the School of Hard Knocks. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Yeah, and you know, with Annie, that was a family environment. She was an orphan, but she was living with other children who were orphaned. This could have been a situation involving parents. I'm definitely getting other family members or extended family. This could have been karmic family. They may not have been related by blood, but you had experienced a lot of trials and obstacles with these beings in past lives. Okay? But there was a lesson that was meant to be learned here, and you chose to learn it. This has given you an inner toughness that has manifested into your protection. It's also awareness. It's like knowledge that you never would have had if you had not gone through all of that opposition. It was the school of hard knocks, you know? Now, Spirit is saying, make it clear, you do not have a hard knock life. That was an experience you went through. But life is getting sweeter. Oh, 11:11 on the timer. That's so funny because all day I've been hearing that, this is the sweet life. Zach and Cody, that show that used to come on Disney. And you know, when I say Disney, I think of a lot of the young stars that have gained fame or stardom with an acting career or music, and they have faced so much tragedy. So it feels like there's something that you went through that was completely unfair, and it was unjust, but you chose to allow it to bring you so much wisdom, to awaken ancient wisdom that was within you. 1222 on the timer. So with that sweet life theme music, it's like you're entering a different phase of sweetness because you went through the hard knocks and you read every page and you learned the lessons. With this mummy hand here, it's like you have come back. You have been resurrected. And there's somebody who did not expect you to be where you are. I'm getting whoever this was who attacked you. I wanted to say whoever this is who attacked you, but came out 1313 on the timer. Divine wants you to know that you're protected because there's somebody who's being held back. You know, like when it's time to go to the next grade level, sometimes a person gets held back. There's somebody who wants to come along with you. I was getting the movie Gone with the Wind as I was getting ready for the reading, and I just kept seeing you're in a convertible and you have like a scarf around your hair and it wraps around your neck, and you've got sunglasses, and you're just riding in this. It's like an old school, really beautiful convertible. I'm seeing red and I'm also seeing a yellow one, so those colors might be significant to you. But there's somebody in the back running and they're like, no, don't leave me. They don't want to be left, but you're gone with the wind. 1414 on the timer. You're balanced and your journey has been balanced. Your wisdom is awakened, and that's what more than anything has balanced your journey. So something has come into balance for you, and this is bringing you to a change in your life where it's like the sweet life. I also keep getting the energy of someone who refuses to live a hard life. Whatever hard knocks it is that you went through, that was the lesson, that was the learning. You have graduated. And so there's something that you're not putting up with. There's something that you're not dealing with anymore. I'm getting, you lived the hard knock life. Now you're living a soft life. And that softness, I'm getting that high priestess energy, because that's where you are in your divine feminine spirit vibes. Spirit vibes. I just keep getting spirit. Like you're completely connected with spirit. You're listening. And your life is quiet enough now where you can hear the voice of God, Goddess, speaking to you. You're completely in tune with your intuition. There's somebody far back off into the distance who's still in that hard knock phase. They're the ones who tried to give you trouble, who gave you trouble. You hear that? They're having to work really hard. And you've manifested something new and beautiful and divine and sweet. The sweet life. Invasive interest. Spotlight you didn't ask for. A magnet for projection. Attention is laced with misunderstanding. So there's someone who they see you as a target, but they're hidden. This is moon energy. They're hidden. Also, the activation of your wisdom, the healing that you've done with your chakras, the balance that you've allowed to occur within your life, within your body, within your energies. It protects you. I'm seeing here like the colors of the chakras. Your chakras are completely activated and they're balanced. And you nurturing that balance within you is your greatest form of protection. Whatever rituals you do for protection, continue to do that if they resonate with you. Because sometimes you'll do something and then you're like, it's not hitting anymore. Like I need something different, or I just feel drawn to something different, you know? You have a desire to do something different. So do what resonates with you regarding your rituals for protection, but it's ultimately your joy. Isn't that something? It's your joy that protects you at this time. And it will always be a source of protection for you. Your joy, your willingness to see the sweetness of life. This is the sweet life. There could be an Aquarius here. I'm gazing into my Uranus poster. There is a certain level of rebellion that's needed for you to continue to vibe with this joy. And it's you rebelling against the old ways. If there were old ways that made you feel like you were a target, because see, it's one thing for a person to see you as a target. It's another thing to agree to become a target. You are not anyone's target. They can think of you in that way all they want, but you're not signing up for that. You're not agreeing to that. You're rebelling against that because you know that you're free. And so it's almost like you've got all these chakra activations going on here, but somebody wants you to be in the dark. You see how the head is black? They want you to be in the dark about your freedom, but you are free. Yeah, somebody wanted you to dodge this leadership role that you're stepping into, this zone, this new dimension that you're reaching, but you're not dodging anything because it's meant for you. Look, you got the Empress and the Knight of Wands. So your creative energy supports your Empress alignment. You remain in alignment with the Empress energy of creative abundance, and I'm getting nurturing as well. Spirit is saying to nurture yourself. Nurture your peace and your quiet. You might have to tune out some things around you, like that noise was going on, it stopped, but you might have to tune out some distractions. But as you do that, you will remain aligned with your Empress energy. And especially as you create. Oh, we've got justice and strength. And then we have counterparts here. King of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Now these could be aspects of yourself within, your intuition, which is already coming through with the priestess energy. Your ability to connect with spirit, your understanding of the emotional body, the emotional self, how your emotions affect your body. You listen to your body and it tells you what you need. You know, you're like, oh, I'm feeling really tired right now. I need a nap. Or maybe if you know you've had enough sleep and you're feeling tired, maybe you know that you just need to stimulate your body and work out. Move your body, you know? I'm hearing you're not reading the guidebook anymore. So there could be somebody's rules that you were trying to use in order to figure out yourself. You're connecting with the divine to know yourself. That's why the game has changed. That's why you're not dodging this leadership role, whatever it entails. It is Empress energy here, and it is just, it is fair. There is something here, there's some sort of protection that you have because it's time for it. Justice is here, clearing the way. There's something also that it keeps coming through, that someone or something is being held back. They're being held at bay to figure out what they need to know about themselves. So that's another thing I'm seeing here, is like somebody wants to make you a target, but you're hidden. Because when I was gazing into this card, I looked at my moon poster, and it's like there's something about you that's hidden. This person is trying to hide, but whatever it is that they want to know about you, that's hidden. They're not able to figure you out. You're unfigure-outable. You're unfigure-outable. They can't figure you out. We're inventing words here. You're creating things that you never thought could come from you. And it's because you're in the divine flow. You're in the divine flow. So it's like you're able to get a different kind of work done now. You're not working so hard to figure it all out. You're letting the wisdom just awaken within you, because it's there. You're unlocking something inside of you. Now, these energies here could be aspects of yourself, and I feel like this is definitely what's coming through, that these are aspects of yourself. But for some of you, it will resonate that this is also something that you are attracting, which is, look how they're facing towards one another. They're facing each other. This is a King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Scarabs. This is abundance and intuition. This is emotional balance and the ability to nurture oneself and nurture their environment and the beings around them. There's a plenty. Perhaps in the past you felt like you were running on E. You were running on empty. You wanted to give, you wanted to do, but Spirit was calling for you to just be and to nurture yourself. That is what's bringing you to the sweet life, because now you're open to the divine flow that nurtures you. And so you're able to allow that energy to flow towards others. So it's not hard anymore to nurture other beings because you know that you are nurtured by spirit. Also, there could be an energy here of provision. You may, I'm getting that Mother Earth provides for you. I'm getting that there could be a lover here that takes really good care of you. Okay? Also, you take good care of yourself. Okay? And if this is not something that you have already experienced, that could be the new zone that you're entering. This could be what you're walking into now, is a world where you are both provided for and you provide for others. You are able to remain in this abundant, steady flow. I'm getting that with the Empress and the Queen of Scarabs. Whoever this is that you're either with or that you are manifesting, they have emotional balance with the King of Cups there. They're in tune, they are in harmony with the universe, with themselves, and with you. And that is a perfect foundation for the relationship that you nurture with one another. There's something here about building with this pyramid, but being able to build because there's harmony within. Also, a balanced level of comfort. So there could have been something here about in the past, there was this false sense of comfort, like, oh, everything is okay, but it really wasn't. There was harmony that needed to take place within oneself that would then manifest harmony with another being. There's somebody here who has used the power of the Ankh. They realize that the key of life is their own awareness. They realize that the key of life is this priestess energy, where they're tuning in to what's truly there. Not to the lies they've told themselves, not to the lies that they've been told by people who have no idea, no clue. I'm getting that. It's like there's some sort of shutting out that's happened, like voices that don't matter or voices that don't know truth, voices that do not speak truth have been shut out. I'm seeing somebody draw a curtain. It's a black curtain. Well, I have black curtains. I have black curtains here, but I see somebody just drawing a black curtain and they're like, nope, they're blackout curtains. So they're able to black out all the false light. There was false light surrounding a connection, surrounding a being, surrounding beings. These were lies. This was deception. These were facades of chaos. It wasn't really that there was chaos there, but it was like manufactured chaos, okay? Because within you and your realm, there was always harmony. There was always an openness to receive a harmonious flow from the divine, but there were frequencies of like, it's just, I'm getting like manufactured chaos. Somebody was working really hard to come up with some lies or to come up with some illusions of chaos that they were throwing at you. And so these illusions of chaos could have made you think at one time, because see, like when with these attacks, these illusions of chaos, that's what they were throwing at you right here. So you may have believed for a moment, or someone that you were with or are with could have believed illusions of chaos, that something, that there were problems that really did not exist. The only problem was that perhaps lies were being listened to, or lies were being received and processed as truth, but it never was truth. It was false light. That's being tuned out. And that's why this pyramid is being able, or is being built. I was about to say is being able to be built, But that could signify that it's a process that is in progress. Something is currently being built because it's able to be built now. The path has been cleared. There are illusions that have been cleared away. Also with this Six of Wands, this is you, beautiful being. You're receiving congratulations, in particular from the etheric realms, but this could also be very 3D. And this is like someone or beings welcoming you into a leadership position that people did not want you to think that you were ready for. They wanted you to think that you were not capable of this. Those were some of those illusions of chaos that were being thrown at you. But you see truth. I'm hearing welcome to the land of truth. Welcome to the land of truth. Welcome to the land of milk and honey. You know that milk and honey is about the flow of consciousness that is awakened within you. This is your abundance, your milk and honey. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. There's somebody who's watching this. Let them watch. Do they have some popcorn? I can pop them some. I'll send it to them. Okay? Let them watch. Because even though they watch thinking that you're a target, it's like their target is hidden. They can't see. It's like they see something. So this could be somebody who's watching you out their window. I know the vibe is creepy, but within this divine collective, there are beings that have stalker-like obsessions and tendencies and all of this. And it's that truly what's coming through. Divine is saying that these beings are meant to watch and learn. Now, that does not give anyone the right to invade your privacy or to do anything illegal to stalk you, right? They should not be following you. They should not be doing anything to invade your privacy or your space. But if they're doing something that is not illegal, if they see you out their window, if they are able to see you online because you put something out there, then maybe it's something that they are meant to witness as an example of what the divine can do. Okay? Because you're a whole priestess out here. You're a whole priestess. But with that said, there's something about you that's hidden. You see how they're like shadowed? They're in the dark. So this person is able to see the evidence of your chakras awakened, balanced, flowing. But there's something that they are like, as far as how they want to target you, that's in the dark. They cannot. You are protected. You are protected. And it is your joy that protects you. It is your pure vision of life that protects you, where you're like, you know what? Yes, you're aware of the noise, the background noise. You may even be aware of some beings who wanted to attack you, but they're stuck in the back, way in the back somewhere. Okay? They're stuck way in the back. Because you're a priestess, you understand this. You're aware of this. But you don't allow it to hinder your flow. You don't allow it to make your beautiful, pristine waters murky. You're in your divine flow, and nothing can stop that. And there's something about somebody wanting to target you, but they can't. And there's divine energy that is stopping them. Because divine knows that there is so much beauty that's coming from you. That's why you're stepping into this leadership role. That's why you're stepping into that. And it's time for you. Okay? All right, we're going to take a look at... Okay, they're saying this one first. Thank you, Spirit. Don't allow any, see, this is the thing. When people have attacked you, there is a conscious choice that we must make to not allow whatever criticism, destructive criticism it is that they spewed, don't allow that to become a part of your inner critic. Okay? Allow your flow to just happen. There's nothing that needs to stop you at this point in time because you are ready. So if you notice that there's some doubt rising up within you, you know that that is just residual from the past. That's someone telling you long ago that, oh, how do you think you're gonna do this? Or that's not possible, or blah, blah, blah. That's just residuals of that. That's coming up to test you. And you're like, oh, I know who I am. And it's not who you say I am. I am that I am. Ashe. Okay? The fear of love. Past hurts can create walls. Be mindful of where you might block love from entering your life. So there are portals that are open for you to receive love. And this doesn't have to be just romantic love. It could be within a romantic partnership, but it could also be regarding an interaction with someone that you just happen to meet, or it could be in a communication. Divine is saying that you know what's right for you and you know what's not. So any portals that are open, your joy protects that. Choose to see love. Choose to see your livelihood, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're motivated and driven to do. Choose to see it from a perspective of joy. Because there's something about low vibrating energies that we're trying to get in through open portals in the past, that energy is blocked now. So it's okay to open the door to what is right for you. And you will know what is right for you because you have discernment. You have discernment. Also, there was an intention here that someone had in the past to get you to have blockers on or blinders to love. There's somebody who did not want you to see that there is love in your life. They did not want you to see the love that lives within you. They wanted you living like this. And you know what? I'm getting the vibe of like Cyclops. He comes through in my readings a lot, so maybe there's something about that energy that resonates with beings within this divine collective. But it's like if he took those glasses off, man, the damage he could do with his gifts. So that's what it is that there was somebody who wanted to block your gifts because they were afraid of the power that you have. So they were like, well, if they don't see that they're beautiful, if they don't see that they're wise, if they don't see that they're an ancient soul that's manifesting things in this reality that need to come through, then they're controlled. And they'll just stay over there in that little corner thinking that they can't. But you knew you could. And you know that you can. And you are doing it. And that's why they're mad, because you're letting love in. You're letting love in. And you're letting love live within you. Ashe. Okay. I wanted to pull from this career and money oracle deck as well, just to see, since leadership came through. Okay, we got gold. I'm hearing in the Selena movie, as soon as it was I can't help, no, not I can't help falling in love with you, but that might be a song that's relevant here. What was it? I Could Fall in Love with You is that one. So when she's in the studio and she finishes the song, he says, her dad says, he said, we got a hit and we got gold or something like that. There's something that you're doing that is pure gold. There's something that you're allowing to manifest through you. And let me tell you, it is pure gold. It's magic. Oh, and you've got butterfly here as well. Sudden change. Career, arts, movement, fun work. Okay, now beware of frivolous spending, because what's coming through is that you've got so much gold that you are holding in your hands. You have access to it and you're manifesting it. So it's like gold that's inside of you that you're allowing to flow in order to create gold around you in this 3D as well. Wow. Wow. Okay, so you're doing alchemy. You're radiating. You're doing exactly what you're meant to do. But when you receive this abundance, as you manifest this abundance, allow it to create more abundance. Allow it to create more prosperity for you. Because there is like a tempting energy here that would be like, oh, you just got that deposit. So, you know, there's that thing over there, or there's that outfit over there, or whatever your temptation might be. Okay, I'm getting whatever it is that you may have in the past felt tempted to spend money on. I don't know why I'm getting beauty products. That could resonate with somebody, or if somebody's making a car purchase, make a car purchase that fits your needs. Okay, that fits your needs. Yeah, something about practicality, but also pleasure, balancing practicality with pleasure. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. I am so grateful that you allowed them to come through me. And thank you, beautiful being. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into this reading. I am so grateful for you. And I love you. I love you so much. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.